Arturo already has three full truckloads built, so he ended up putting 84 on the bale wagon right now. And so we'll cruise down here with the retriever, the Hauser built retriever, and pick this one up. A lot of people ask why he always builds short stacks. Well, the short stacks are because we're hauling it on a semi, so we don't want haul stacks. We don't want tall stacks on a semi. We legally can't do it, but this won't be on a semi. Push it real good. Let's go watch him run. And to all the little kids, teenagers that say, oh, I'm the fastest, I'm good at it. I have other farmers come to me that try to hire this guy away from me. He's been doing this. He's probably one of the best in the state. I would say he's probably the best bale wagon driver west of the Mississippi. Probably in the country. Oh, I can drive way faster. I can stack this mini in an hour. I don't care. This guy never has mistakes. He always fixes this thing. He catches the brakes before they even happen. His stacks are perfectly square. Yeah, I don't want to hear how good you are, because you're not better than this guy. Let's go see some irrigation. So this field, it's a custom irrigation we do for a guy. He's got low on irrigators, so we're helping him out. But then I custom harvest this alfalfa, and then I buy it all from him. But this irrigation is all done with siphon tubes, which, like I said, it's an old school way, but some ditches, some farms, some places still use it. This is one of them. So you use gravity. As long as the ditch is higher than where the water, as long as the water level is higher where it goes in than where it comes out, it goes through. We had a cotton farm where I had to do lots and lots and lots and lots of siphon tube irrigation. I was young, so to me it felt like a lot. To someone that's older, they're like, man, that's not very much. But it felt like a lot to me. I don't know if you remember from a previous video talking about irrigation. Here's a ditch tin. It works as a dam, and it holds this water all right here to where the siphons suck the water out and put it out into the field. There's another ditch tin right there to keep the level up where those siphons are. Here's the borders, one border there, and all this water is just between these two borders right here. Oh, he's honking at him, not me. So, yeah, irrigating. Check this out. Parkour! Just jump that ditch. That's right. Kind of an athlete. Back to the ryegrass field, and Brian is baling it right now in the brand new Fendt. Let's go climb in it. See, look, there's one of those pieces I was talking about where the rake picks it up. Brian, I was riding with Brian Elicer, and he said he didn't know how to bale hay.
No, I probably don't.
So this is almost the moment you all have been waiting for. We're in the new Fendt, pulling a new baler, but there's still no steamer hooked up, but that's okay. This is still pretty cool. So Brian has been giving me the rundown on how to run this machine. I couldn't even figure out how to get it in to like move. I figured out the parking brake, but I couldn't figure out how to go. So he's been giving me the whole rundown. Yeah, it's a lot to learn. It's a little confusing at first, but once you understand it all and you get the settings all figured out, this machine is great for making hay. Some of the things, Brian especially, Brian is in these. If you don't know this, Brian, here's Brian Turner. He handles the production, the balers, the field work. Yeah, I'm in the field sometimes. That's why I'm in here learning this, because I'm the backup guy. If Brian has something going on or another driver has something going on, I'm the guy that jumps in and helps out. So if I don't know how to run this thing, Brian's kind of held captive. He cannot leave. So we've got to have some extra hands that know how to run this new machine, and I'm one of them. So I've got to learn it. I'm going to be spending some time in it here and there, but not always. But that's why you guys don't see a lot of myself on the production side. I'm on the squeeze side, the logistics side, I don't know, kind of all over the place, and with the hay barn side, as you saw this morning. Going over the presets with this machine is what Brian really likes. Because we are running a PTO baler, the ground speed is still important, but not as important as the RPMs of the PTO. So there are presets on the PTO speed that don't change with ground speed. So we can change ground speeds with those presets on the PTO that don't change. And that's just very handy on making hay when that PTO has to be running at a specific speed all the time. The motor engine, the engine speed can change, but that PTO stays the same, correct, Brian?
The engine speed doesn't change, the ground speed changes.
I'm sorry, the engine speed doesn't change, the ground speed changes. That's what's important. Because with an older tractor, if you wanted to speed up the ground speed, you'd give it throttle to go faster, well then your PTO changes as well. So we don't want that. But you could have changed gears as well. I don't know. Anyways, with these presets, it's nice. You can select a preset. If you get to a small windrow, boom, hit that button, you speed up. Get to another one, boom, hit a button, slows down. No clutch involved, no changing gears, because there really aren't gears involved in this tractor. It's all pneumatic, right? It's all pumps. It's all pumps in there driving it. So just a touch of a button, you'll speed up or slow down. Which sounds great and all in theory. And so far they have been great. But you lose one pump, or one of those buttons, electrical wire, something doesn't work. It's not like manually changing a gear. When you change a gear and you're working a lever, like a gear, like an actual manual transmission, there's a lot less to go wrong, but it's a lot harder to find that very specific gear or that specific ground speed while keeping your engine speed, your PTO speed, constant. We're fiddling around. This tractor also has a cruise control set. So if you're on a windrow and you really like your speed, you set it, or you could have used the preset, I guess. But when you come out of that windrow at the headland or the end of the windrow, you could speed up real quick and zip right around the other one and just tap right back to that same speed. So there's two different ways you could do that. Use a preset one, or two, you could use a little, the cruise control, but we're still learning. It didn't quite go like we thought. Check that out. It comes with a cell phone holder. And how many cup holders, Brian? That's kind of the most important part. Just one? We need to return it. You can't just have one cup holder. Brendan Leister's tractor had a refrigerator in it. Does this have a refrigerator?
No.
Oh man. I don't know if they knew, but these were coming to Arizona. There are already a lot of things going on. We're looking at, we got one screen here, the weight there, the Gujic there, and the baler controller. We're still gonna get another screen for cameras and another screen for the steamer. We're trying to decide where to put it. That bar has 2 points of connection, up high and off on the wall. So we're just looking around. There's 2 bolts in that column there, but that's just 2. We need more. We need 2 points, not just 1 point of contact. We might have to run off of that other bar. We'll figure it out. Oh, we came up with another negative. The seat doesn't swivel. And as you can see, Brian's looking behind him right now. We look behind ourselves, behind the cab, a lot. That being said, once we put a steamer on here, we won't see what the baler's doing. Once the steamer's on, maybe there won't be as much to turn around and look at. I don't know, we'll see when we get there. But yeah, the neck's gonna get a little sore. Just found another negative. The passenger door, if it were a passenger door, doesn't exist. It's one big window. It's very hard to get to all that stuff to work on it when there's no door to open or window to open. That window doesn't open at all, Brian, does it? Doesn't open. Just the back window opens. And the roof. neither of those help us. Well, I mean, the back windows, that's important that it opens, but it sure would be nice if that side opened up too. It's a little soon to say, obviously. We've only had this for a couple weeks, but we like it. Well, we'll see how it goes after a long season. Because what are we in right now? End of April? And we don't stop until early December. So hopefully this fancy tractor holds up. Another thing Bryant was just telling me, the plugs are all European styles. So we had to get adapters to make the American plugs fit the European plugs. Typical, anytime you travel, got to bring an adapter with you. Well, I got to say goodbye to Brian because we have 3 truckloads in the field we got to go move. And the trucks are on their way. I don't want to keep them waiting. Time to go squeeze. See you, Brian.
See ya.
Nice. Time to move hay.
Yeah, oh my Lord, watch me sway. Darkness falls and we all pray, hoping for the light of day. Down to the river I have held the devil's hand, felt the weight of my own sin, burdened by the heart of man. Down to the river, down to the river. Oh, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, oh, far beneath, oh, oh, fire and water me, going down deep, saying, oh, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, oh, far beneath, oh, oh, fire and water me, washing me clean, kerosene creek. Mama taught me how to live, Daddy taught me how to give. Both of them had their own sins. Down to the river, every man has felt the shame. All our blood, it runs the same. Father, hear us as we pray. Down to the river, down to the river, sing, oh, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, oh, far beneath, oh, oh, fire and water me, going down deep, singing, oh, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, oh, far beneath, oh, oh, fire and water me, washing me clean, kerosene creek.
Back in the field, remember the bale wagon made two tall stacks, 2 stacks of 84s. Now I'm in the house-built retriever truck, gonna move those stacks. Well, I actually already moved one. I was on the phone with my buddy. Now I'm gonna move the second one. Let's go.
Going down deep, sing, oh, oh, bury me, carry me.
And just think, this is the way we hauled all of our hay in the past. At one point, we had 4 of these trucks, and all they did was run in and out of the field, in and out of the field, in and out of the field, in and out of the field. Whew, we move on a busy day. Right now, we will move 16 trucks that we bale ourselves. That is 16 times 8. I don't know the math. I'm sure it'll pop up on the screen, but that's how many trips we would have to take. Now we just use a squeeze and some trucks. Top clamp. Back clamp. See those hooks? Those hooks go right into the bottom of the stack. Pretty neato. And now we haul it back, we weigh it in, and then we got a light weigh, So we get this field we actually custom harvest, and then we buy it from the farmer as well. So I've got to weigh every single bale that comes off this field. We go through thousands of weigh tickets every year. Nice and slow. I've never had a retriever truck tip over or break on me, and I really don't want it to happen. Our two main retrievers, this one has airbags on the rear suspension, which I really don't like. It makes it rock a lot more than the other one, versus the other one that has leaf springs. I'm sorry, yeah, leaves, it's got leaves. They're a lot stiffer and it does not rock as much, which is much more comforting when you're driving. Sometimes pulling out of the field, ooh, this one will rock, and you just squeeze the steering wheel, white knuckle that thing, and just pray it rocks back. And so far it has every time, but one of these times it's not going to. Sometimes when I meet new people for the first time, I like to go one-eyed cross. Man, that road was rough. I might need to come grade that for my neighbor one day. See, it just rocks so hard. Whew, makes me nervous. Awesome. I'm almost done. I gotta get this back, and I think I get to go home pretty soon after that and hang out with Hank. We'll see. Things always come up. I figured I might as well show you guys the scale. Here it is. There's a readout right there. Can you hear me better? There's a readout right there. And I just write it on hand, but the trucks actually come through and stamp it. You're probably wondering, why are there sides on your scale? My grandpa used to run cattle onto this scale to weigh them. Count how many are in there, and then divide by that number, then you get an average weight of the cow. Now, we don't really do that because these cows don't get weighed that much. And if they want to weigh them, they'll weigh them on the truck when they come in and when they go out. So no need to run them on the scale anymore, which I used to want to cut the sides off, but it's actually better for a truck driver. If you hit your mirror on that side, you need to scoot over. They all get mad. I can't fit on that. Like, trust me, buddy. We've had thousands upon thousands of trucks go across that scale. If you can't fit on it, it's not the truck and it's not the scale, it's the driver. That being said, it is pretty narrow. I kind of wish it was bigger or wider, whatever, but it is what it is. It's nice and long, so most trucks fit on it. I think I've had two ever not fit on it, so whatever. Been a busy morning around the yard, but it's kind of slow at the moment. Almost time to go home. We close at 4 on Saturday, so these guys are feeling pretty ready to go home. Oh, there's the boss. I love it when he's out here. He keeps them all busy.
Hey, you know you get more work done if you don't play hide and seek.
Look at this guy. What does he think he's doing? Hello, customer.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Good, how are you?
How is did they take care of you?
Yeah, they still are.
How is the customer service here? How is the customer service at Bales Hay Sales?
Great.
Good. Are you good? Did you get everything you wanted?
Yes.
He's a relative. Here, I'll show you guys something. I get a lot of crap from people because we have a retail store and everyone says, oh, you get retail prices, you're marking the hay up a lot more. We ran out of Bermuda grass 2 years ago and we bought that stuff for $12 a bale. Now it's $5.50. Not making money, but guess what? I didn't buy it, my dad did. So I'm actually not the one responsible for that move. But it just shows you buy something at one price thinking the market's gonna stay somewhere. It doesn't always happen. And the quality is not always what's promised. So you make a deal. I probably could have fought back and got the price lowered. Unfortunately, it was a year there was no Bermuda around and we were out and we needed it. And now I'm selling it for $5.50 a bale. Here's another example. We're not low on hay, but we're right in a funny transition between 2020 hay to 2021 hay. I'm pretty low on the very nicest hay we have. A friend of mine who brokers hay in California called up and said he had some premium hay, and it is very nice. It's full of leaf, very leafy, but it's $265 a ton delivered. So I've got it marked at $14 a bale. That's like $275 a ton when it's sold. Once it goes down to $13.50 a bale, people, now remember this, when people pay cash, they get a 50-cent discount. So when this stuff sells for $13.50, I'm practically breaking even. Now, think about this. Just think if 1 or 2 or 3 bales are breaking here. Look at this. These showed up with broken strings. This that bale probably won't go at $14 a bale. So all of a sudden we lose a small percentage of these two. There's only 2 truckloads, 1,000 bales exactly. The margins there are extremely slim. So next time you think someone's, oh, you're marking the price up, you're brokering it, whatever, you're selling it for more than you bought it for, it's not always that easy, and it's not always a good profit. In this case, I'm mostly doing it to keep some nice hay, to keep customers coming back and customers happy, because we're in that awkward transition. This time next week, 2 weeks from now, won't be a problem. We'll have a lot of hay. So yeah, $14 is a lot per bale, but at the same time, and that's what it costs to get it here. Well, it costs almost that to get it here. So sometimes in the retail business, you do things not necessarily as a huge gain, but you do it to keep customers coming back, because it is a lot more expensive to get a new customer than it is to keep existing customers. Man, it is nice, very nice hay, very small stemmed, very leafy. Look at, there's yellow, there's green. Look at these guys. Excuse me, sir, would you please stop fraternizing with my employees? Oh, are there beers back there? What are you guys doing standing here acting all awkward? You just can't even say anything. That's a sign of guilt. They're guilty. Guilty. Check this out. This guy gets 30 bales. What's he do? We pull over with the squeeze and drop it in. And he's got a great beard.
Thank you.
Oh, maybe he's not. He changed his mind. Oh, nope, here he comes. He's shy. And just like that. Perfect. That's a great, easy way to load. Hey, I like it. Guys like that should get a discount for making it easier for my employees. Maybe it just makes more of a mess. I don't know. Still easier than hand stacking 30 bales. Well, it is that time of the day. Thank you guys for watching the show. Hope you enjoyed it. Got a lot done today. Proud of you with a winning attitude and not giving up. All right? See you here next time.